I got to get that down better, a little quicker. So what's going on, everyone?
What's going on,
Man.
car guys and car gals? Welcome to the cafe. This
Yes.
is Lou Ramirez, the car guy,
This is Ferlin Arts, the subprime hero.
and we are excited to be brewing solutions. What's going on, Terry? What's going on, Terry?
Terry,
So
man,
excited
my dude.
that you are up late with us. What do you think about the lights? Thank you for glowing with us tonight.
I'm just trying to make it Christmas as Christmas can be, right?
Charles Higgins, welcome.
I just got done, was in the middle of watching National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, and man, dude, it's so cool. I love that movie, and it's so nostalgic. It reminds me of being a kid watching it, and the situations, how funny things are that happen during it. You know, you're just like, yeah, you get it. You get more jokes now the older you get.
You get it.
As you become older, you're like, oh, I get those jokes even now. I get them even better now. I kind of understand exactly why he makes that face, you know? So, you know, just like being that dad who has to have the super fast sled. So you're putting on that, you know, anyway. So everyone, welcome to Sunday, faith, family, friends, and football. Yeah,
Get
wow.
some.
I love it. That's right up our alley right there.
Bing bong.
The 4Fs. Wow.
Fs.
We
Get
have
'em.
3 that we like to talk about. We'll talk about it right after we get back.
But welcome to the cafe, everybody. Do us a
Yes.
favor, car guys and car gals.
Please do.
And all you solutionaries out there, go ahead and tag a car guy, tag a car gal, tag a solutionary, tag a friend, tag somebody that you just want to smile again. Whatever it is, folks, we want to make sure that we thank you for joining us tonight.
Yes.
This message has been brought to you by Elite FI Partners. So excited to be counted as the elite. And we are also bringing you a brew that has been brought to you by Think Ag Group. Get you some by going where?
www.thinkaggroup.com. Man, these people are some amazing people. They're not just great sponsors, but they're great solutionaries out there in the car market for
Solutionaries.
everybody out there. Make sure you get a hold of them, and
Whoa.
it'll change your life. I'm telling you. So get. We'll see you guys here in a few seconds.
Focus. Fly.
Keep rolling.
Ooh,
What's
loving
up?
that brew. Excited about it. Thank you so much for doing what it is that you do and sharing it around.
Yeah,
car
thank you
guys
very much.
and car gals. Thank you so much for making this such an incredible year. Has this not been just an incredible year and an incredible week to an incredible year?
Wow.
I mean,
Well, I mean, you know, I could tell you this. It has been a very unique year. It has been, you know, we're starting now. We have time to
say the
reflect. You know, we're halfway through December. Wow. So this year is officially just about done, folks. So when you have time to reflect, and you know, we went through our thankful moments for Thanksgiving. We had all all that going on, and it was so great to be able to do that. And Thanksgiving came, and it was a time to sit there and think about the things that you had to have gratitude about this year. I mean, you have to have gratitude. I mean, folks, without gratitude, life is just, it's sad. So make sure you really think about what you have. And we did, and I know I did. And this year's been a roller coaster. It's been fun. It's been sad. It's been crazy. It's been confusing. It's been like every emotion that you can imagine that a year can give you. It's a year that really was trying, but it could build something great with if you really put the work in. Because through fire and through all that stuff that you have to go through, there's some beautiful things that are built from that, right? So when you really put that work in and you really dig in deep and you get to the end of that year and you start to realize all that work that you put in, how strong your armor just got stronger, you made better armor, you made better friends, you made better connections, you saw more of the world, even though you sat here. I just saw a commercial tonight that, it was like, God, it was like an insurance commercial. It was really wild, but they were like showing like all these different families doing like yoga together, like, but they're doing it through social media, right? Using Zoom. And they kept showing like yoga. They were showing this and these different types of groups, like wine tastings and all the stuff that's done like that. And though it's not the same as being with other people and having fun and doing that kind of stuff, what it has become is a way to be able to talk with people across the world, learn about different ways to cook foods, different ways to drink coffee, different ways to sell cars, different ways to love people, and whenever you do have an opportunity to go to these different countries, now you have new friends there because you've been able to connect in a unique way that always been able to do for a while now. But now we're able to do it easier. It's not so foreign to you anymore. Everyone has had a chance. I keep looking at this camera like this one's the one. But it's been a really crazy year. But then to get all the way up to now and think, Lou says it's been a great year. It has been a great year. It's all perspective. But somebody right next to you can say it's been the worst year of their life, and you can honestly listen to the story and probably believe them it was the worst year of their life. But there's still something they can learn from that. And if you can show that and be a friend, be a shoulder for them to listen, to cry on, but then also a voice for them to hear, to tell them how they can get out from that, then, explain that there's light everywhere. Keep looking at that camera again. Maybe I need to change it to that camera to talk about that. But it's so there it is. So it's just that when you're doing like, when you're doing that type of growth and you're going through those types of tribulations and you're trying to figure out where you're going, but you still have your eyes on the goal, but you keep getting like these things thrown at you, but you realize those were just opportunities thrown at you if you just really looked at them. Like Lou and I got asked today, Mike Larkin. Appreciate you interviewing me today, Mike. We'll talk some more later. But Mike Larkin says to me, he goes, you guys pivoted. What the pivot of COVID? What happened? I said, I'm very thankful that we started Car Guy Coffee like about a year ago, a little over a year ago, because through that helped me become more positive thinking, more forward thinking, more used to being uncomfortable thinking. And we were very uncomfortable with doing this, making these interviews, putting out live. We weren't even doing it live. We wouldn't even think about doing it live. Not at first, would we, Lou? We'd be like, nah, dog, we're going to record this until we get it right. So so with doing it, we're doing it live now. And it's because we became more comfortable with it and we went through those things. And so by the time COVID hit, Lou and I were in a good mindset. We were in a very good mindset. Like we were in a very like, boom, we're doing something and we're growing right now. So when it hit us, all we thought was we're brewing solutions. What else can we do right now?
At this moment?
Yeah, we have to brew solutions. So we got creative with the way we were trying to market a little bit at work. Like we did that So Fresh and So Clean video before it really got crazy. And then even when it did, we did other videos talking about our new process of how we're going to do, hands-free and all that. Remember those videos we did? Those were fun, man. We tried to do something different. But we also immediately, I got on asking everybody to come on our show. People that I didn't know if they would or not. I was getting yes after yes. So our show, we had more opportunity to do interviews in the middle of the day.
Yeah, crazy. Car guys. We were able to corner car guys
in the middle of the day
that normally wouldn't be able to fit that in. I mean, you get pulled in so many directions in the course of a day,
Man,
and it was so conveniently available for all of us to be able to come together and have a cup of coffee and a conversation and
man.
a little bit of encouragement. Everybody needed it during that time, and they found it from somewhere. And it was just incredible that we had the chance to bring
Yep,
some
no doubt.
smiles to people that were really facing some heavy challenges and needed to believe in themselves. And we just were able to get in there and tell them how much we loved them and we thought how awesome they were at what they did.
No, that's
But
exactly
I
it.
love what you're putting out there.
He's so right, and that was such a good spot for us. So when we had these interviews, it was exciting. And then, but though work was slower, we were still trying to make it exciting there. So we were coming up with creative stuff, trying to have fun there. We had obstacles still, don't get me wrong, but we still had good months. We had moments of triumph. We had great moments there at work. We were doing creative with what we could do there. Then we got restricted a little bit on certain things. But things kept going. We kept moving forward, and we kept doing what we were supposed to do. Because I think that if it was easy, we probably wouldn't still be doing it. Maybe, I think things are not worth it without a little force. It's fun. It's fun to have the challenge in there. So that like, ooh, I got to learn something here, or I got to get more creative. It really does. There's something about that, and I think that all of us who have that. Like champion heart, that's what you want. You don't want that. It walks up to you and sits on your lap. You want that. You got to go hunt it and be creative, put the war paint on, you want to do that. It's fun. It's fun. But no, man. So you get there and then you think, how was the year? So Lou and I can easily say it's been an amazing year. Has it, but we also say that and understand when we say that. And I know that was a huge explanation of Lou saying that, but I want you guys to understand that we understand that people did not have a great year this year. We understand that people did go through a lot of issues this year. They lost loved ones, they lost businesses, they did all that. But also understand when we say it's been a great year, it's not to be poking at people for those things. It's for us to say that Car Guy Coffee has really grown. Lou and his family has really grown. They've gone through stuff and they've amazing things are happening. So there's so many things that we can be so happy about. But that's what we focus on. We know the world is crazy, so we can sit there and dwell on that and say, yeah, man, the world's crazy. And the election was bananas and this all this stuff. Nah, I choose not to, and I choose to focus on what has been great, and what's been great is everything. So. Yes, there you go, folks. There's my long.
That was beautiful. I just want to say that was absolutely beautiful. If you guys and gals did not feel Fred's heart on that, I don't know what you're sipping on, but it ain't Car Guy Coffee. He really put some real stuff out there because this has been an adventure that all of you have had the chance to participate with us in some form or another and have gained encouragement. Of course, my brother jumping into this as we started off this adventure was just happy that he was going to be able to see me on screen a little bit and kind of participate with me.
Too.
You know what I mean? He's always right there, and I love you, Joey, for that. Thank you so much. And we've been able to gain other brothers that cross borders to come see us. Like Charles Higgins, and he said,
so cool.
Charles says that. Thanks for motivating me this year, guys. It's been an amazing year, and 2021 is going to be even better. Look at drivewithcharles.com. So in the meantime, Charles has connected into a vein of people that are trying to find a way to bring life to the heart of the business. And everybody that we're connecting with is really doing business from the heart. Hit your chest one time. And Fred is speaking things that are definitely penetrating the heart. It's so important that we do take the time to reflect. It is so important that we do get the time to just have a unscripted conversation about what it is that you're enjoying and wanting to do with your life, like you are at a cafe, like you can get the chance to just be you. And that's the one thing that we always wanted to make sure that all of the people that we had the opportunity they have on the show, we're able to do. It's just speak of what it is that has been on their heart. And in all reality, that has been some of the most valuable brewing that we've done inside of our entire sessions of brewing solutions. It's getting the great brews from all of the people inside of the industry, from the owners to the vendors to the authors about what it's like to be a buyer, to the people that are the very, very best in the industry, to the people that are coming up and learning, fast tracking understandings of how the industry is effective today. There's an incredible array of solutionaries that we've been able to put a microphone in front of. And actually, we haven't put a microphone in front of most of them. They put their own microphone in front of themselves, and we just got to be on the other side of the screen through different mediums of media. But it's been fun, and we've adjusted and we've grown. And the thing
what
about
opportunity
growth
that is, though. Yeah, I mean, what opportunity
is that it's such a great opportunity. But the thing about growth is that it takes pressure. Sometimes there's pain involved. You know, Nick sprouted up really fast. He deal with any growing pains at all?
All the time,
Right?
Yeah.
Gabe had so many growing pains. He went from teeny tiny to huge. So did Nick. I mean, I never had growing pains like that. I wanted them. Those are the kinds of pains I wanted in life. But for people that have like quick exponential growth, there's sometimes pain involved. And all of us are running a type of run where we are growing in our speed, in our efficiency, in our lives relationally, and in our skill levels. And with all these things, takes a little bit of pain. You know, if you have a regimen of going to the gym, you understand what a consistent lifestyle of a bit of pain is like as you push yourself to the next level. You know, if you don't know what that's like, then you're not having growth, right? You're on a plateau. You're not excelling or building muscle, right? So those sore days come because your body has been pushed to a limit or is rebuilding itself, right? You broke it down a little bit, so it's rebuilding itself. That's necessary in the process of growth. And all the people that we've been able to have in here have expressed so many valuable pieces of their life and how they've gained the growth that they have. And they've grown some pretty huge things that we admire and we really look up to and want to be a part of and enjoying to see them go to the next level.
I mean, but there's only one way, not to cut you off, to get to the next level, man.
Well, it's to make sure.
You have to get through these 3 important F's right here.
These 3 F's.
You know, and I know that you got more to talk about, but this is what this is all about, right? Folks, there's 3 F's we're going to go through really quick.
You got to put this in your cup.
The first F is forgive. Man, forgive.
Why is it so important for us to forgive? Why is it important for you to forgive?
So important.
Can you guys do us a favor for those of you that are watching?
Let us know.
Just do us a favor real quick. Why is it important to you, those that are watching us? Why is it important to you to make sure that you live a lifestyle that forgives?
No, really, write it down.
The importance of it.
Matter of fact, why don't you put down something that you should forgive right now? Something that you've done, maybe something that somebody's done to you. Forgive it right now. Why not give it, let it go? It's the best thing you could do. All that weight that you're carrying, even though it feels like it's somebody owes you something, even, man, they don't owe you anything. You owe yourself to forgive that and let it go. The only way it'll ever come to you is if you let it go.
So
seriously. So what is it?
Drop it down.
Why don't you drop a comment in there? Why don't you guys, tell us what you got, man. I'll tell you what
says he likes the decorations. Thanks, Joey.
Man, I appreciate that. And I'll tell you, I could say that for me, Lou's probably like, oh God. Lou and I have a lot of conversations off camera, off the record, right? So it could be a multitude of things. And I don't really have a lot of stuff, but what could it be? What would be something that I feel like that I need to forgive? Let's say on myself. I'm not even going to bring nobody up. On myself. what can I forgive on myself? You know, I can forgive the fact that I mean, something, I don't know, do I need to get super deep here? I mean, I guess I could get super deep here. You know, let's say that, I have a slight anger issue. I know, let silence go there for a moment. I have a slight anger issue with missing steps. Okay, so what I mean by that, and any of my sales guys are watching this, they could, and there's not one person who's been there longer than a month and two. If you sold 10 cars by now, you know you've been through it at least somewhat. So if there's anything that I could say that I am probably need to work on and I need to forgive myself for, and I hope my guys can forgive me for, is the fact that whenever I'm needing something, I can get real short. Like they can say something like, it's day 4, I need to step there, and I call them and they give me any answer but something that sounds like remotely like the honestly truth that they actually did something. I get really like, you didn't do your job. Do you not want to do your job? Do you want somebody else to do this job for you? I get really quick with it, and that's just not even the tone I would say it in. It's actually more than that. So I need to forgive myself for that. And I hope they can forgive me. I know that I need to work harder on that, and I do. And I think they all seen that I work. I used to be worse, folks.
I usually forgive you on payday.
Yeah, they do. They all do. They also forgive me when deals are funded, and I forgive them whenever they get me the stip. But it's something that I'll pick up. But they know I'll pick up the phone right in front of them, call the customer if I get a hold of them. I'll show them how to get the stip. I'll show them how to get the customer to come in, re-sign, how to get them to do the welcome call, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Because I love my team. I do. I truly love them to the point where I get so upset that they're not as passionate about their deal as I am. Bottom line. That's just it. I feel like I'm more passionate, so let's get it done. So anyway, I will do that. So what about you guys out there? Let's see. Resentment is like drinking poison, hoping it is harmful to someone else. Yeah, I agree. I definitely don't like having resentment. I don't. I can get really. That's why I tell them. I said I always tell my guys as I'm training them. Even I'm like, listen, there's gonna be a day that I get on you about this. Remember, it's not personal. It's all business. Because I can literally get on you, walk out this office, and then give you a dab and talk about life. Seriously, just understand that when it's time for that stip, it's business. When it's time for us to get your deal funded, it's business. But when it's not that time, the very second afterwards, I'll go buy you lunch just because you're my homie, or just because you work with me and I love you, right? We're friends. But we're also understand there's like, it's just like there's business that has to be done and has to be conducted. It has to be done in an efficient amount of time, and money has to be transacted very fast. It can't just sit there waiting for the owner to get it. The owner needs that money. It needs to happen. We all need that money. That's how the business spins. That's how it goes. That's how you go. So anyway, long that. No more. No resentment. That's right. 2020 has given the automotive industry an opportunity to change how we do business in such a positive way. Let's push the box forward in a positive way together. Yes. See. Ding. That is CDC approved. Yes. I agree. I think we've been preaching that, Lou and I, since the beginning. It's all about the positivity. And obviously with what we do, it's all about the positivity. I can have a day at work. You guys have seen my quick brews, right? Or lot walks, showroom talks, as I call it now, because it's getting colder. Showroom talks and lot walk. I still go outside for a moment, but I like to talk to the people. I focus on that more now. And what, the even if we only have like a 2-car day or a short day like that, right? I still go out there and talk about what was great. I asked them how many dials they made. I asked them how many appointments they set, because that's great. Business money is made by a lot more than just a delivery. Now that is money in house, right? But money in transit, to me, in my eyes, is appointments being made. Let's say we have 100 appointments. That tells me 50 people are going to show up. Out of those 50, most of them are going to be into car deals. It's very rare that they don't turn into car deals unless it's just not credit. But the percentages start to tell me they're going to be pretty close to being car deals, a lot of them. So I like to rock and roll, make it happen. So make it go, you make it go, car deal go out, we're happy. No, but no, you know what I'm saying, guys. Just enjoy it, have fun,
have a good time.
It's a good time with your team. You sell a car like candy bar, and everything is good. I do like that stuff, man. And selling cars like candy bars, they got that.
So good.
John Resurrect. He's got a cool name. I don't know if it's real or if it's a movie star name, but it's a super.
But he's
dope.
selling cars.
Yeah,
like
but it
candy
looks like
cars.
the Snickers thing. I like it. I've seen Patron rocking that stuff. I've been seeing it
Yes.
for a few years now.
I've seen Jason.
I do
rocking.
like it.
Yeah.
It's very, very cool. But we've been saying it for years, and it's like he took it and ran with it.
Yeah.
Smart man, and he's actually
And put it
very
on the
charismatic.
Snickers flow.
He's very charismatic
Genius.
too. I like him. I like the guy. He's very good at what he does. So I like to get him on the show soon. I
Yes.
should. I think I've talked to him a few times on social media. We'll get him on. It'll be a good one for season 2. But the selling
Season
cars
2.
like season
Coming
2
up.
is coming up, guys. We're gonna be doing that really soon. Hope you guys are ready for it. Hope you guys liked our little slight different edits that we did. Like those, we did some new things. Lou's been dropping some stuff, guys. I like it. Asking questions. I love that content. That's great. Hope you guys are enjoying those questions. Keep looking for those. Those are like little. Those are called the jabs, because you're never gonna see when one of those come. Lou doesn't let you know I'm getting ready to throw out a video. It's like, man, when's Lou gonna throw? Whap!
Whap.
And you're like, okay. So yes. Ford Escort ZX2 silver,
some.
right? So be looking for them. We're going to be dropping newer and different content. Different stuff's going on. We're going to be re-releasing a bunch of stuff like we always do about this time. We're going to be having a lot of fun.
But check it out, everybody. There's no possible way that you can sip on all of the brew that's been put out there for you, with all of the content that this team has been putting out there for the past year. Folks, you're going to have to play a whole lot of catching up so that you can get up to speed on what it is that's going on inside of this cafe, and why you and the rest of the country is about to find out why they need to be brewing solutions with the Car Guy Coffee podcast and the solutionaries that rise up on this show. But if you have the time, and I'm pretty sure that you do, whether it's on a ride, a run, a bit of time going maybe even to the bathroom, I don't know, your time's your time. But you can find some. Go to carguycoffee.com and get you some of all of the brews. You can jump to the YouTube page. You can go ahead and catch up on it. And don't be the guy that's like, yeah, I kind of brazed by them for a little bit, and then holy cannolis, all of a sudden somebody's telling me about them and they're sipping the coffee and I'm not. If you know about this, you might as well go ahead and be the ones that are sipping on the solutions that we're brewing, because your partners, your pals, your friends are getting ready to find out all about it. And you want to make sure that you're already knowing what the flavor's like. You already know how to brew solutions. You already are applying the consistent method to your business. There's so many great things that is inside of the catalog of info that you got to make sure you go get you some of that.
I don't think we ever got to Forgive Focus Fly.
We didn't, but it's okay, because we are pros at being able to forgive, focus, fly, and keep the show rolling. So for those of you that are ready to forgive, focus, and fly with us, you'll hear it a lot on Car Guy Coffee.
We got to do it, guys. I mean, we're at that point. I mean, come on.
Here we go. On 3, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Forgive, focus, fly, and keep growing. Keep growing. Oh man. Whew. If you didn't know, we get to rambling a little bit.
This is there. This is a tiny
because
bit.
we just really enjoy all the solutionaries that we got to brew with. We're really passionate about it. I can't apologize for that. Joseph, welcome to the cafe. Thank you so much for being with us. We are excited to be brewing solutions with people all across the country, all the way from California tonight. Thank you so much for joining in there and
In California.
get you some of the solution serum that we're brewing. But okay, so to keep me from going too much onto that tangent of excitement of all the things that are to come, let's talk about just finishing up this year and kind of, some of the solutionaries that we're still going to be trickling out as the year goes on. This particular week, we are letting the 5-liner out of Mr. Scott Joseph himself.
Oh,
Because we are
man.
determined
So
to
I'm
make
talking
sure
about
you
Move,
get
Crush,
yourself
Count.
ready to move, crush, count as we go into 2021. There's a lot of big things happening in 2021.
Dude, I mean, I'm
We
telling
can
you.
spill the beans about a lot of big things.
Spill the beans, bada beans. No, I'm excited about 2021. So if we had so many obstacles in one year, 2020, and we did what we did this year, as in like had maintained the attitude that we had, we worked hard, we grew our network, we grew our podcast, we grew our businesses, we grew everything that we could. We got coffee out there for you folks to drink now, right? So we did all that stuff. We're having
Just
fun.
fair trade coffee,
Dude. It's 2021. If it's just even this much easier, as in when it comes to the world, it's going to be that much better. So let's get ready for it. Let's get excited about it. We're going to be sprinting through 2020, going into 2021 at full speed. I'm Usain Bolt that mug. Like, I'm gonna look back at you and smile, and then put my arms out like this. Because that's how he wins races. Because he's the fastest man in the world. He was a beast, guys. I don't know if y'all ever witnessed him at the Olympics. If you watch racing, sprinting in the 100-meter dash, 200-meter, he was disgusting, guys. Fastest man I've ever seen. I've watched a lot of those races, and I've seen a lot of fast men. But Usain Bolt, he could be 50 meters in behind three people and be three people ahead of everyone by the end of it. It's crazy how fast he is at the end. Anyway, so Usain Bolt. And what a cool name.
These are facts.
His name just sounds fast.
Yeah. He is a lightning bolt.
Man, when you describe something like, you could be like, if something goes by fast, man, what was that, man? That was Usain. Instead of insane. That was so fast. That was Usain Bolt. I thought they were like a Usain Bolt. Oh, that's how they named him, when he was a kid. They're like, Usain Bolt came up, mama, quick. Usain Bolt. So
yes. Just like that.
Just like that.
Get you some.
Get you some of that. So enough of that, folks. Crazy night, crazy week.
Yes.
We did. So speaking of that, getting all the way back to that whole, speaking of how crazy this week was and how it all ended, man, with Tony Molina. Yes. I know we don't normally bring his name up a lot, but I'm going to bring his name up a lot because it's pretty honoring to be working for a man who just did something great for his community, which he's done multiple times already. But this time here was something big. I've never seen something this big from somebody I know personally. So Tony Molina, our owner, the dealer for the people, the budget car sales in Radcliffe, Kentucky and Muldrow, Kentucky, he goes to Walmart and says, hey, listen, I want to pay off the layaways for this location in the Elizabethtown location, which totals will be probably over $60,000, I believe.
Which it was actually, I want to pay off for this place, but I want to give this amount. Okay, that amount actually covers this place and another. Is how that kind of, because he only went to Radcliffe,
right?
There's an urban legend of what it is that he was doing, but it's not. That's not true. It was not exactly him sitting there just dropping like, "What's yours?" Dropping money on it, bam. You know what I mean? And people were like, "Woo!" And then, boom. What's yours? Boom. No, people have hyped it up a little bit. Hurry up and get to Walmart right now. Hurry up. Tony Molina's right here paying off all your layaways. He's right here right now. Hurry up and get here now. That's what was going on.
It was dope, man.
While that was happening, it was it was really cool how it went down. But it's exciting to hear the hero stories of it because there are these moments where people were walking up and getting ready to go pay, and then they're in line and all said, all of you, we have no balance, and they're all getting their stuff, and it just imagine the stories that came of it. Anyway, but yeah, keep going.
It's just going to help the community. So that is what a great way to get this year ended with Tony Molina doing that. I thought what we did was special, doing the $200 for Demarius's family. Man, I was like, yeah, this is so dope.
That's awesome.
But
that is awesome.
That is amazing.
What I mean?
Don't get me wrong. I think it's wonderful. It's great. But man, Tony was just like 2 aces. And that's not why he did it at all, but you know what I mean? Like that's pretty, like, wow, out of the blue, something that doesn't even surprise me, if that makes sense. It's really beautiful to see it happen, and I know the effect because I'm from this community and how great that is, but it's not surprising. I mean, I'll be honest, it's totally right up his alley, something that I could totally see him doing. I remember him talking about Kid Rock doing it. I remember him telling us the story. So it doesn't surprise me that he stepped up his thing and he went up and did it in his community. So kudos to you, Tony Melito and Sherry. You both are amazing people. You're great people to have as mentors, as people that we can look up to and always look up to. You're always one step ahead when it comes to being a great person. So we appreciate it. And
honor it
man,
so much.
and I know
so
the
much.
community does too. So
To make sure that we honor that properly. One, I mean, outside of the love and the admiration I have for the Melito family for putting that together, that's a husband and wife deep conversation. You know what I mean? Imagine that talk, right? That, no but a lot of times in moments like that where you determine inside of your heart that you want to give, usually it actually turns into a let's do it, let's go, let's
yeah, heck yeah, it is.
And that spirit is something that we want to make sure that gets out there to you all. See, the ultimate goal for any person that really lives is to be able to have the ability to give unto any good work. That is a cry of my heart, is that any need that comes to me, any need that I see and can find a way to help, if it's as simple as stroking a check, or if it takes my physical time, if it takes something that I personally have, if it takes a skill that I use, but whatever the resource is that may be needed of me, I want to be able to give unto that good work, right? And so with that is the example that comes out of the goal setting that Tony, a car guy, a true blue through and through, 100% car guy, coffee approved car guy. I mean, for real, he is one that shows that you need to dream big of how you want to give freely. And when I say give freely, give wanting nothing in return. Give wanting to help as many as possible. And make sure that you help directly the people, not just say that you gave a big organization that sucks up most of your money and hands it to other people, but you give it to people, right? He wants to make sure that he always gets the resources directly to the people that need it. Has always been that way.
Yeah, it's amazing.
But that type of a car guy mentality seals the understanding or the example of what's needed for somebody to say, look, this is a big goal that somebody was inspired to go after. It wasn't sell the most cars at this point. It wasn't have the best CSI. It wasn't be the most recognized or the most reputable in town. This was almost kind of, I don't even want to be seen doing this. Completely was that.
No, he was,
to be clear.
Yeah, I only shouted it loud today because
other people have been doing it.
So
right?
I was like, I'm gonna go and post it too. I mean, why can't I? Because I'm proud of that, man.
Yeah, it's
I'm
already
proud
out
to know
there,
that I know this guy, and I wanted to let him and Sherry know that I really am honored that I know them and know that they're doing this, and they should be honored for this. I know they don't look for the glory. They did it because it's the right thing to do, and he could do it. And that's how you should be. You guys, all of us, every one of us, $2, $3, $5, $1,000, 10,000, whatever it is,
whatever measure, give
help.
And he set a big goal. So put that inside of this coming year's agenda. Not just how many units are you going to move, not just how many accounts are you going to close, not just how much money it is that you want to make. All of those are important goals. Know your numbers, but make sure that you put on the majority of the agenda what it is that you're going to get to pour your life into, and to be able to give and give freely of. So some of you can do missions work. Some of you can help inside of your community. Some of you can volunteer your time at the YMCA, the Boys and Girls Club, at wherever it is. You can find a way to donate a little bit of what it is that you have, and everybody has something. And that's the great thing that happened during this particular Christmas season is that Tony made sure to give a gift that made sure that people were able to give gifts.
Yes.
Okay. So let this gift be something that you share. Let this be something that you spread on and you go on and do big things with. It's inspiring and we're so thankful for it. But the big goal was, man, Kid Rock did something huge for Atlanta. I want to do that. I want to do something like that. That blessed my heart. I want to put that on my goal list.
I
And
just
did it.
and by spreading this news, hopefully it inspires other people to do the same thing because it
Yes.
inspired him. So hopefully that does the same chain effect that
do it.
every year different thing doesn't necessarily have to mean to go into Walmart. And pay off the layaway.
No, because you know how many people are going to be on layaway 2 weeks before
Yeah.
2 weeks before Christmas next year. So many people there's going to be so much on layaway next year.
It's going to be like double the amount, right? So that's good business for Walmart, right? And then the other side of it is that you can just go in and pay for one person's layaway. Say, hey, I want to walk in and say, hey, I know there's somebody in here that's got a layaway that's, you don't have to give me a name. Just can you tell me the amount? I'll pay it off for them. Give me a decent size one, whatever. You can go in. Hey, do you got somebody that just has like $100 layaway they could get used to get paid off? I'll do that. Whatever it is. That's actually a great idea. But anyway, that being said,
I challenge some of you to do this because this is an easy one. Okay, too. If you don't go to the back and chase down a layaway thing, which I encourage you to do, think of a car. I mean, for all you car guys and car gals, all of you guys are going to be next to somebody at a gas station. You notice their car, you feel it on your heart. You check, you kind of check the circumstances. Don't invade somebody incorrectly, but buy their gas. Can I just go ahead and get you a tank real quick? Merry Christmas. You know what I mean? Happy New Year. We wish you the best. Help them get where they're going. Something easy. But either way, come up with something creative. We'd love for you to share the great news of how you help people. But remember, we want to help people for the sake of helping people. And we promise you, you're going to be the one that's going to be most uplifted from being able to help. You know how blessed Tony was for being able to do that.
He's on cloud.
My goodness,
that's probably the best thing. He's
bubbling over.
Oh, dude, he has to be
bubbling over with gratitude.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's a great example of a great car guy doing great things for the community and for the people that are running and flying with him. You know what I mean? It was so inspiring to all the guys, to see him say that he's only able to do this because of the efforts that they put in. You know what that means to employees? Do you know what that means to people that are doing their job each and every day? Especially for somebody.
What does that mean?
That's the dealer for the people.
What does it mean, Lou?
What does it mean? It means that everything that they're doing is actually for the right cause and for the people, right? So when they see somebody pour that out of their own funds, that this is really for the people, they know that's exactly what I'm on board with.
Buy a car from. What do you mean? I am for the people, but with but still, people are going to complain.
Oh, people are going to complain.
I believe
people are going to still going to percolate problems.
I think I've already seen one. I'll show you later. It's crazy. It's like seriously, not necessarily a complaint, but you'll see what I'm saying. But anyway, love you, Tony. You're the best. Way to go, man. Way to be the dealer for the people. Way to be Tony Molito.
Yes.
So awesomeness. Man, so we are excited. Season 2 is coming out. New content. We got a lot of crazy stuff. Coffee is still available for purchase. We got some baskets, folks.
Yes.
I got some pictures I'll be posting soon on our website.
Get you some of that. Priscilla, right? We got a car guy's wife. She'd be a beast of a car gal. You know what I mean?
If she would have no chance at a dealership. She would shut you all. She would shut me. She would make us buy everything, all the back end. Like, I don't need that yet. You can be paying cash and you buy Gap. So I'm saying that's how good she is. Ooh. She sold Gap to a cash buyer. I don't know why I'm doing that right now.
So check it out. Car guys and car gals and all you solutionaries out there. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Again, get yourself ready for some Scott Joseph and his five-liner and all the wisdom that he packs into a brew. We're excited to really get that brew into your ears and into your drive. Hey, make sure that you go get you some caffeinated consistency. There may still be enough time for you to get you some to a car guy or a car gal before the year is done. Again, help us with our goal, trying to make sure that we get car guy coffee in all 50 states by the time we launch season 2.
We need to put like a map somewhere where every state kind of comes off. So whenever we don't, we can have somebody who's watching that can be from that state say, "Hey,
I'll take it.
I'll take a cup. I'll do that. I'll make it happen."
It's a great idea. This little map isn't going to work. This one here, but we are checking you off as we find you all. But we are excited that there's so many of you that are excited about what's happening. But we are worldwide. Thank you so much, Michael Dooley, and all of our friends over in Australia that are cheering us on. We are excited to be making sure that we brew solutions all around the globe. We're pumped up for all the things that are coming up this
Coming
week.
to Korea soon.
Yes.
I don't know. I just made that up.
That'd be
but I hope
awesome.
so.
Yes.
Yes, sir. We said they will. No, they will no more. Oh, they will win. For Hyundai and Kia.
Yeah, they make it.
They're crushing the game over there, bro. Crushing
Doing
the game
it.
over there. They're crushing the game here. Y'all seen their product?
I mean, constantly getting better.
Everywhere.
Keeping it affordable. I mean, loving that. Loving that.
Keep it. Yeah.
They are. Keeping it affordable. Baby.
That's the Kia for you. I forgot about that. Keeping it.
We used to work at a Kia store. For those of you car guys and car gals that didn't know that,
Crush. We should sell them used.
yeah, we sold a lot of used.
We were like, I was
mainly
surprised that the
sold
Kia store,
used.
the Kia brand, let us keep their tags. As many, we would like the new ones would sit there and get aged. We'd get paid because they were aged inventory all the time. Like, okay, you guys.
That's when we would sell the new cars.
It's when they hit us with flats.
$1,000 mini.
All right, cool. I'm gonna go sell it now. All right, cool, done. And they would cut it so much, it was like, all right, easy sell all day, brand new. Now they have like 5,000-6,000.
We had a lot to learn. We had a lot to learn then. Oh man,
Good days,
those were really fun days.
young days.
Yes.
A lot of money days. It was fun for being a salesman. It was a good time.
All those were the days. Man, it was so much fun from those days to these days. And tomorrow you have so many great things ahead of you to be grateful for. Car guys, car gals, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Again, get you some of the brew this week. Make sure that you are applying the 3 F's so that you can keep growing. Make sure that you forgive, focus, and fly. Share this with a car guy. Share this with a car gal. Make sure that you're staying contagiously confident everywhere that you go. And every room that you walk in, you find a way to upshift and uplift those that are in the room. We appreciate you. Car guys, car gals. This is Lou Ramirez, the car guy.
And this is Fred, upshifting and uplifting. The subprime hero. Let's brew.
Let's brew. Get you some.
Get you some. Y'all have a good one.
We are about to say.
Yeah. Focus.
Live.